What is going on, world? What's up, YouTube? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Apex Legends video, and in this one, guys, we're actually going to be talking about Titanfall 3. So, guys and girls, we all know that Apex Legends is the new game in the Titanfall universe, which is a free-to-play game, Battle Royale style, and it is, of course, getting a lot of feedback from the player base. Lots of positive, I should say mostly positive things coming out of it. Some, though, who are extreme hardcore Titanfall fans have not seen or really heard much about Titanfall 3 and thinking that Titanfall 3 has been in the works for quite some time, kind of got their hopes crushed when this game was released. That being said, though, we're going to jump into some reasoning as to maybe there's reason to believe that Titanfall 3 is still in development, and also Apex Legends is going to be a game that can really quench your thirst, so to speak, until Titanfall 3 may or at some point come out in the future. We're going to go ahead and talk about what Vince Zampella tweeted out, which Vince Zampella, for those of you who don't know, is of course one of the game developers over at Respawn Entertainment. He is pretty much the head honcho over there and a mastermind in so many different ways. Pretty much created Modern Warfare 2, then of course the Titanfall universe, working on Star Wars right now, so on and so forth. But he tweeted out saying tons of things planned for Apex in the future. We are also committed to listening to player feedback. We are also working on more Titanfall for later in the year. Yes, I said the T word. We love being able to experiment in this crazy universe. So here's the thing, guys. Obviously, this tweet it tells us that they are working on something with Titanfall, most likely. They are working on something now. It could be something along the lines of some sort of fan fiction-based novel or something else along those lines that we really don't know about. But we are going to get into that very, very shortly because according to ProGamer, there was that they posted an article talking about this, and it says, update, in its quarterly earnings call today, EA said that it has a new premium Titanfall something coming this year. Premium, in this case, rules out another free-to-play experience. Here's what EA's Andrew Wilson said. While I don't have more to share with the particulars of what we have coming from Titanfall, Respawn are a tremendously creative team. They always anticipated that Apex Legends would be a spectacular game in the Battle Royale genre, and that they'd use that as a ramp point to deliver a truly creative take on what Titanfall is in a premium context later on in the year. So what does this mean, everyone? In my opinion, they are definitely working on other projects other than Apex and other than maybe the Star Wars game. I feel like they are definitely working on a Titanfall 3, or maybe it's not necessarily Titanfall, it's just something maybe something else in that universe. It's hard to say. Titanfall is a beloved franchise, but it's just, Titanfall 2 was released at such a bad point, in between, of course, Call of Duty, right when Call of Duty was basically being released, as well as Battlefield 1, which it was just a very bad release date for Titanfall 2. So I think that player base really suffered because of when they released Titanfall 2. So Titanfall, not everyone really wants to see another Titanfall, but there of course is a passionate fan base that does want to see that. We're going to continue in this article where it says, before anyone gets too excited, bear in mind that more Titanfall could refer to just about anything related to the series. It could be a mobile game or a mode for Apex Legends or a comic book. It could be the Apex Scrolls, a new digital card game where you put tiny cards inside of big cards. The only thing we can say for certain is that it is not the realistic VR war game Respawn announced in 2017. One of Zampella's followers asked about that, and he replied with a resounding no. So essentially, guys, it could be many things, is basically what this article is saying, and I got to agree with the article. It could be, many other things. It could be a comic book. It could be a lot of things. I think a lot of it hinges on the success of Apex Legends, and as of this writing, or as of the time that I'm making this video, Apex Legends is absolutely exploding with people who are playing the game. And I feel it's going to be a massive success for EA as well as Respawn Entertainment. So it's hard to imagine that they are really going to be jumping into Titanfall 3. Now, if it's been well in development, then I'm sure they're going to continue it. But if they are not really developing it at this point, they very well may wait that out and maybe just give us some novels, possibly, you know, some other things here or there, maybe a mobile game, even though I would rather have a Titanfall 3 and a mobile game. Having a mobile game, if they're not going to make anything else, well, at least, you know, it's something, but definitely want at least Titanfall 3 to kind of finish up the trilogy, so to speak. Now, of course, there was an interview from one of the developers over at Respawn Entertainment. They said the world thinks we're making Titanfall 3 and we're not. This is what we're making. And so they're talking about Apex Legends here. So there's a lot of contradiction going. I'm not sure, like I said, guys, whether they're going to be making Titanfall 3 or not. I want to know from you guys, do you think they're making Titanfall 3? And if so, what do you hope to see in it? And do you like Apex Legends? I got to say, as a player of Apex Legends as well as a player of Titanfall, I would love to see a Titanfall 3 as well as, of course, this Apex Legends. I think Apex Legends is great and I think it works perfectly for the Titanfall universe, but I would also love to see a Titanfall 3. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you stay positive, and as always, I'll talk to you guys all in the next one. Peace.